So we all know property management's competitive. What should an agency do if they're not successful at that listing presentation and the landlord goes with another business?
Okay, really good question. And obviously everyone's not going to
You're not going to win 100% of the time, are you?
No. Well, if you embrace my scripts and dialogues and you're very professional and you've got good listing tools, then you should be
in there.
100%.
Yeah.
How do you know that you didn't win the business?
Normally you'd phone them. You'd follow up. Hopefully you would be following up after you would go to a listing presentation to find out how you've gone. A lot of the time I was told by owners, no, I've gone with ABC Realty down the road. Why was that?
No, the only reason I asked that is because, shockingly enough, there are agencies out there that will go and do a listing presentation. Like I asked, how do you know? And
you pick up the phone.
You pick up the phone and you talk to them, but there is so many agencies that go out and do a listing presentation and it's just another process and they actually don't follow it up. And generally that is property managers that are juggling the role of BDM. So if you don't win the business, obviously you pick up the phone, but you should have a really good indication before you leave that listing presentation whether you've won it or not. I mean, there's some landlords that say I need to think about it, or I need to talk to my partner, or I've got another couple of agents coming through, and that's where I think it's important when qualifying them is to find out who the decision makers are, that they're all present as well. So a couple of leading questions to know when you go back to the agency. You should be able to go back and talk to your principal and say, I felt really good. I mean, ultimately, we want you going back with a signed management agreement, but I would be asking questions at the close, like, would you feel comfortable appointing us as your managing agent?
Yes.
So they're either going to say, well,
yes or no.
But that's a really good script to remember, because it's not aggressive, it's quite polite, and you're getting a direct answer. So Damien, would you be comfortable if we were to manage your property? And they might say, well, look, I've got another agent coming in. So if they then said to me, look, I've got another agent coming in, and I'd say definitely I'd do the same thing. You want to talk to as many people as possible, but we've also, during the listing presentation, talked about the fact that we're different to the traditional agency. In another episode, we talked about all of those scripts. But I would also say to them, when are you meeting up? And by this time, I can ask any question because I've developed such a comfortable relationship, conversation. And if you don't develop that relationship, some of the questions might be a bit prickly to the owner and they don't want to engage and they think you're being intrusive. But being friendly, I can say, well, Damien, when's the other agent coming in?
At 1 o'clock.
At
1 o'clock, in an hour's time.
1 o'clock? Okay, awesome. Would it be okay that I give you a call later on this afternoon just to see if you've got any questions that may have been prompted from the agency going in and talking to you?
Yeah.
And from that, you should have a fairly good idea whether you've won the business or not. The other thing, obviously, so ring them, try and find out at the listing presentation, but then if you ring and they just say, no, we're going with ABC Realty, I would still send them out just a note card, thanking them for their time. Yeah. Now, at the listing presentation too, one of our quirky 10% outside of the box is we're going to take them a little gift at the listing presentation to thank them for their time, whether it's a bottle of wine or Tim Tams with a bow on it. And then we are going to send them a Just a Note card to thank them for their time. We're going to include a survey, and that survey is going to find out why we weren't successful. And it could be that they wanted to go with the discounted agency, they might not complete the survey, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But then what you want to do as well is put them onto your database. Because if you are the professional that stood out, but they thought, we're going to try and save some money going with ABC Rentals at 5%,
Yep.
they may find that the grass isn't greener on the other side and you're in regular contact.
Or the agent that says that they're you're going to I'll get you $50 a week more in rent.
Oh, and that happens
listing.
to win the business.
Yep.
They've overquoted, so
Yep.
then that's a bit of a sales trick.
Yeah.
That
So,
one.
but yeah, I mean, look, there is a million reasons why people will perhaps not choose you. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
You
no,
need to follow 'em up.
that's another good. Yeah, so another good one is rent. So in closing, if you're not successful, well, first of all, you're going to ring to find out whether you're successful. You're going to have scripts in your close, and you're going to overservice them. You're going to send them a thank you card, a survey. You're going to put them on the database and send them an email each month with good value-added information.